G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and a brand new series of Airport CEO. Now let me just quickly jump into the airport, new airport. I wanted to start off in this lovely home screen because it's brilliant. But from what I can tell, you cannot adjust the volume of the game until you're in it, and I wanted to just do this together. So person will be Stitch Up. The airport will be let's not do that. Skin color, no, hair color. Ooh, red. Is he gonna be black with red hair? I think so. Continue. Let's do some Londoning. How topical. Excuse the loud volume there. So here we go. London International. No, New London International. Hang on, I've got two keyboards here and I'm typing with the wrong keyboard. New London International. Yeah. And NLA. Easy. $2 million, and we'll launch. So we get into it, and then we're going to just jump in and turn the volume down of the game. And then we shall talk about what we're going to do here. So I think we go F1 to get out of this nonsense. Yes. And then we pause, and then we go escape, and we go to audio settings, and we turn it down. So 39. Oh, I thought it was already pretty good actually. So it's just that first screen that seems to be the one. Now, okay, let's talk about New London. So we've got 4 squares here, and in fact, so scrolling. Yeah, okay, 4 squares, and we want to use up all 4 squares at some point. So I've got to think about how I want this to play out, because I've got big plans for this airport, and this airport's going to be a big airport. I want this series to go for quite a while, but we must start off small. So what I want to do is I want to consider room for expansion of the terminal and expansion of the runways, and I want to incorporate that against either this barrier here or this barrier here. But what we want to do first is let's work out where we want the road to come in, because yeah, I think the road should come in from the left. They've put a tunnel in. At least it comes into a tunnel. That's nice. All right, so road coming in from the left. And we could do terminal here. That's just a bit too... that's the original. Road coming in, road coming in, road coming in. Although it is nice. Maybe I just... yeah. Road coming in from that side. Do you know what? Maybe we'll just stick with the road down the bottom. I mean, yeah, it just seems to make sense when the road's there. And I don't know, it's just got to do with how things are, how things sit in your mind. But I was thinking I want to put the terminal fairly close to here so I can expand it in all directions. But what I did want to do is if we just change the road, so the terminal's out here. Actually, that could be good. First runway can be moved anyway because we can put new runways in later. So let's think about this. Let's do... okay, now I've got to really think how I want this done. I want to bring people in away from here. I don't want the start of the airport to be anywhere near that section where we start off, because that's very typical. So we can do quite a big road as well. So okay, I know what to do. Okay, so we want a public road. Do we? Yeah, public road around the outside could be nice. Okay, yep, I know what we want. All right, so let's go ahead and do a couple of things. Now, we're just going to quickly do 2 things. We're going to go to, how do you do this? Is it tab? Yeah, tab. So we'll go to economy, and we'll go to contracts, offered contracts, and we're looking at the building. Oh, there's only 1 offered. It's interesting. There used to be 2. We've got 1. So this will be 61 contractors for 970, and I'm going to deploy everyone. So we're going to set off and we're going to go play, and we should be deployed. I think, are they all deployed? If I go to operations and I go to contractor and I want to deploy them all. There they are. Forgot to wait for the little phone symbol, the phone sound, sorry. Okay, so here we go. If you look at infrastructure here, and I want to look at some roads, and we're looking at asphalt public roads. Leave room for a, let's leave room for maybe some planting, but we do want the roads to be 2 across. So let's leave room for 2, and we can put a fence on the inside, not the outside, the inside. So we'll do that, and let's do this. And now let's do okay, that's going to be quite a bit of road happening there, so that's all pretty good. And then what we'd like to do as well is put some service roads. So let's do a public road. Let's go here for the road again, and we'll do lovely roads. Yeah. So we're going to do this, and it's going to be like this, and then it's going to be down here. Oh, and then there as well. Then these guys are going to be up here, and so what we'll do here is we'll go like that. Yep, and these are going to be this is going to be where we put our these will be all the service roads. So I was thinking, like, it could be, I just like the idea that it's on a T intersection, that there's not a cross intersection, it's a T intersection there, so I think that's pretty good. And we'll put in some new loading bays as well for these guys here. So let's do that. So contractor offload sites, and we'll rotate that, and it'll be contractor offload sites, so we can put in materials. So we can do the contract offload sites here actually, so they can be say there, and we'll go and then these guys can be, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so we've got those and those, and now hopefully we can demolish these guys without it being too much of a problem. And these guys can go there. So now we're waiting for the buses to come into these sections. That's why these guys just you know, these guys build up immediately, and they don't take any simulation to build. So they'll wait till these goods run out, and then they'll start using these ones as well. So that's pretty good. Alright, cool. The roads are coming along actually, that's all coming along nicely. So they're all public roads, and then we'll start the service roads up into here, and we can have services on either sides. Car parks, fuel tanks, all those things can be down in this whole bottom industrial section of the bottom part. What I also want to do is, in a minute, is get rid of this stretch of road from here, and I want to run the runway right across there. So that's going to be a case that you drive in and you drive past the runway to get to the airport. I think that's pretty nice. So that's all doing pretty well. Now, I think what we'll do is we will get a airport running for general aviation first. So we'll go back to the old-fashioned way of playing the game. If I just go here with this, I should be able to do this. Yep, that's fairly instantaneous, which is nice. Yeah, you got some more. Have we got goods coming in here yet? No, not yet. These guys are just running around. What are they doing? Where are they running to? Yeah, I mean, yeah, they seem to be. They run there, and then they run up, and then they run across. They don't run straight for it. That's not too bad. I mean, they've really got into this bottom section. I mean, I blinked, and then that whole corner had been done, and we're on the base speed at the moment, so we can use this just while we're planning things out, and I think that's quite nice. I do want to put the runway across here at some point fairly soon, and I want to start looking at where we can have some airside stuff. Let's have a look at a few contracts before we kick off, because we want to be doing everything and researching stuff as well. So let's have a look here. Where was it? Vehicles, staff, economy, data, dashboard, operations. So airport closed, allow general aviation, yes. Now let's have a look here. Employee job tasks, vehicle job tasks. owned. Right. I can't remember how we do research in this game. Tutorial. Well, we don't need tutorial. Small airfield. Operations. Vehicles. This is actually, it's not that I can't remember, it's just that this is all different. This is laid out all differently. Flight process monitor. Flight planner. Yeah, obviously we don't have any of them yet. Flight schedule. Right. Emails. Get rid of. Okay, data. Email dashboard. Economy. Fees. Budget overview. Oh, right. We can look at staff and then we can look at the executive. So applicant, staff overview, shifts, and executive committee. Now, we've got a CEO. Auto repair structures, unlocks procurements. It's procurements that we want. So let's get a COO and a CEO. Yep. And how do we do that? So if I go to applicants, so what have we got here? Let me just see if I can get executives. Yeah. Okay, so we want okay, let's go back to here and see that again. Staff overview, staff applicants, executive committee. Okay, here we go. So airport taxes, auto planner. I think we definitely want this one. The COO, Chief Operating Officer, reduces the operating costs, auto repairs, but also unlocks procurements. Procurements are the ones, advanced procurements. Procurements are the ones, that's the research of stuff. So here we go. So we need a COO. So if I go back to applicants and I go executives, which I am, and I can check on COOs, Chief Operating Officers. So we can take him. So let's hire him. He's been hired. Okay. Now, do I have to get him an office? Executive committee. Okay, so we've got him. Operations. No, not these, not these, not these. Management. Economy. Yeah, what's this? Right. And in the meantime, while I'm working all this out, these guys are building those roads, which is great. Okay, I really want the runway to go across here though. So, thing is, we put the plans down for all these roads, then we demolished it, and I think it's all just going to be there. It's just going to stay like that. Let's see if we can get a runway down, but I really want the procurement to happen soon because I want to start being able to fuel up some of these general aviation stuff. Aircraft infrastructure, let's put a small runway in. Ooh, hang on. Cannot place a structure without a road connected to delivery site. Road connected, so we have to wait for this road here. Okay, cool. So we need to wait for them to connect here before we can do anything. Okay. Let's do a small air traffic control tower. Can we? No, we cannot do any of those. Okay, so we're going to go to speed 3 while we see them complete these roads. In the meantime, let me just have a little hunt around for stuff. What is this? Airport status. Critical state. Airport closed. Okay, we'll go airport open just to see what happens. Yep. And let me see. It's airport control panel, employee job tasks, vehicle job tasks, and construction. Yep. Okay. Maybe we don't need to research stuff. So data. These are all your graphs and things, are they? Economy. Oh, that's your budget. Staff, vehicle, operations, tutorial, staff. He's there. Vehicles, operations, Tutorial. So where do we do procurement, people? That's economy, wasn't it? You do procurement in economy. Fees, loans, procurement. Here we go. We found it. All right. Actually, let's jump out of that. And yeah, they've built that now, so we should be right to build. Yeah, there we go. Got the offload side. So this stuff is all disappearing, and we should be right to go ahead and put our lovely runway in, so we can start doing this. Here we go. So we'll go small runway now. Yep, so we'd build this like this. So let's do it as that way for the moment. And I just need to work out how that, they're gonna have to go around. That actually will be fine. I think that will be fine. In fact, how far up are we gonna put this? Yeah, I think we'll do this. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, so we spin him around and let's make him... We know that bit of room there. Let's put it right there. I think that's a good one for the start. Okay, and general aviation. Let's think about how we're going to lay some of these stands out now. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go air traffic control tower first. And we want a... No, not that one. So we want a small air traffic control tower, and we want to put him... we want to put him just say... Let's just put him say... Let's put him say there. Yep. And that's good. And what else are we going to do now? So you got these guys. Is this where stuff gets dropped off? That's where the people are. Yep, so we need to build more stuff, please. These guys are just here, but they really should be... Are they waiting on stuff to come in? Stuff is coming in. So once this gets dropped off, these people should run over here and start doing it. I think they're waiting on goods. So they go back to their home base. Now that he's dropped off stuff, they're running off. Now, I don't know why they're running south. They go around the road. They go round the road. That's really cute. I like that. It's good simulation, actually. That's really good simulation, actually. I like that. Yeah, yeah. How's that road? Is it complete? Yeah, that is complete. Okay, cool. All right. So, let's start to think about how we're going to have some general aviation stuff. Actually, what we might do... Yeah, we will. Let's put in some aircraft stands. And we're going to make everything grass to start with. And let's think about how we want to lay some of this stuff out. Okay, I think that might be good just to put... let's put them here. So if we go like this... we might do... General aviation... Yeah, let's think about how big we want this to be. The stands to be there. Just thinking about which way these things can go. Let's go... Keep changing my mind on a few things though. So if we spin him... Fence in the middle. Road there. Okay, that could be good. And then we'll go, let's put 3 of these stands there like that. And we'll just do 3 at the moment. And now we'll go grass, taxiways. And we'll go grass taxiway. And we're going to do it as 3 for these guys. And we're going to do, let's do 3 by 3. Yep. And so we'll start off with nice 3 in the middle. And then we'll go 3 here. I think that's nice. That's my standard, isn't it? I've always done that. Kind of 3, and then we increase to 5 when we get the bigger planes. Alright, let's do that. Now, we need to work out... So if we're going to do 3 by 3, let's see how... So what we might do is run parallel taxiway next to it, the 3 by 3. And let's run that sort of like that, see if this works. That means this guy can now run up to here. Yep. And now we'll start looking at runway entries. and we want low quality, so we want angled though, don't we? Yeah. Actually, let's just do low quality right at the end for the moment. And they've only got fivers, so they'll be there. So we've only got those ones for the moment. Alright, so we'll have to just do that manually. Taxiway foundation. Do I do 3 or 5? 3 or 5. Actually, let's do that. And if we hit control, let's do that. That will work and look quite nice. Which means we'll need to do that at the same time. At the other end. Hang on, what do you got there? Yep. So that'll be that. And what are we looking at? 2 across. So we'll do that, and if we go runway entrance, grass, and it's going to be that. Okay, that's good. And that kind of works. Okay, they're creating a runway, they're doing this one, and let's just have a look here at turnarounds and how the planes are going to go out. In fact, what we might do is go more taxiways, grass please, and whoa. Enter and exit, yeah. You know that. Let me just wait for them to do that. I think that's giving me that warning because I haven't built these guys yet. We've got a runway, but we haven't built them yet. And so we'll go 3 here. And we'll go 3 there. Okay, cool. So I think that'll work. Let's wait for these guys to be built. And it's becoming night time. Day-night cycle, we've got lots of things coming out there. It's interesting, I've put 6 of those out. That's quite a lot of things to build, and they've all been delivered to 1, so that's interesting. And we deployed all the staff, but I mean, what are they building? Because I can't seem to find any of these staff. Where are they? Where are they? Should be 70 people. There's a few heading here, building this. There's a few heading back and forwards. This guy's here. Oh, I must remember to put a road in for that guy. Yeah, I want all this to be aesthetically pleasing. I want everything to sort. In this airport, I want everything to kind of work out nicely and just really sort of progress. So from a big kind of airfield, big grass airfield, to then a bustling commercial city airport, and then a bustling international airport. That's the idea of it. So yeah, this might have been an Air Force base, and it's just kind of in that sort of stage where it's been transferred. What is the trans word? Transformed? Yeah, transformed from an Air Force type base to perhaps a little local airport, much as Gatwick was, much as Stansted was. They were all bases before that, weren't they? So yeah. Okay, I'm just going to check on. Yeah, we were going to go back here and see these guys. So let's do the grass now by general aviation aircraft. So that's what we would want. So let's do that one. Unlock. Do you know the requirements of this product? You need an aircraft stand. Okay. All right. And so we shall now see what we need. So is this everything? Structures, vehicles, all. So we've got items, all. Systems, all. Yeah. So you can just filter out here, and then it's some sort of refresh, is it? Yeah. Okay. Procurement, accepted contracts, offered contracts. So we've still got that one for the building, so that's fine. Okay, let's have a look here, see what these guys are doing. If I go to build something, at least I get a little torch. So let's see, building taxiways. Can I start putting nodes in? I don't think I can until that's done. So that's fine. Okay, so we got that. We can keep planning out the airport now. Let's just start to put a node in so we can see what it's going to look like. Alright, so we can't put them here, but we could put nodes, say, there. Okay, cool. Now I can start to fill in the nodes when I need to. They're building everything else. Alright, taking off to the west and landing to the west. We've got one entrance here, so let's see what it's going to be like, because I want them to go runway ahead. This part, operational mode, so I want this to be off only, so it'll be like this. Yep. and I want this to be on only when it's built. Yeah, can I do that yet? No, not yet. Okay, so that'll be on only. So you can, these guys will be able to come down here, park, but when they come out, they need to go this way and head back that way. So here we'll have a little thing saying that they can't turn back and head back in, they must go that way. So that way you would always have a nice little transference of with them not crossing each other. When they land, they always come off and go back to there. Then when the other planes come down, they can use the same taxiway and they can come into the terminal. So I like that. I think that's going to work out really nice. All right, let's see what else we need. So that's that one. So you need a gate before we can do procurement for that. I wonder if we could put a service road in here just yet. They got an airport there. It's interesting. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of a few things here. So I want you to go, gone, and do you know what? Gone, actually. Yeah, and then just they can use those ones now from now on. I think that's probably better. Yep. Okay, that's good. Alright, so what else is happening? They're building those. Now, if we want to start thinking about how we want the rest of the airport laid out, I've just got to think of what other services I want for these GA aircraft. Now, if we want to expand this, how will we do that? Ooh, interesting. We can't really expand it. I suppose what I could do is I can have, because I've got this connecting road here, I could put extra gates in here, extra stands in here. I do like a little gap there, and of course you'll have your service roads connected in. Now I could have gone a bit closer actually with these service roads, because I want to put a fence along here. Yeah, this service road will be there, and we'll have to think about how we want that connected, and what materials I want this to be. So I was working on the theory that my service roads would be, my public roads would be this material, this sort of asphalt, and then concrete for service ones, and concrete for airside, and concrete for all taxiways at some point. But we'll just have to depend on how we upgrade these and what that goes to. I suppose I could put them just in the middle there of concrete, and then keep these as grass for a little bit, because that would look quite cool. And then we've got all this for a massive airport and whatever we need to do. I could start putting together a terminal, but I just want to do this in stages. So let's get some of these nodes in. But yeah, it's a nice little start to the planning of it. Might just put it on speed 2 and see if we can get one of these stands up and running. And in the meantime, we'll just throw down some nodes and see if that can all connect in. So these guys can rock and roll. I mean, the nodes, I do love the nodes in this game. It's a pretty little system. You used to be able to do the nodes over unbuilt taxiways, and that was lovely. Yeah, I like how they're building these two simultaneously. That's coming out quite nice. Expansions here for second runways. You could quite easily move all this down and have parallel runways there, and I think that's the way you do it. You could possibly run a north-south runway here, but I think the east-west runways are going to serve our purpose better. I do like the idea of crossable runways at some point, so we will get... I don't think the game supports that, but that would be quite cool if they did that. And these guys here with the nodes, shouldn't have those two nodes there though. I don't know why they have them. Can I take them off? No, that's fair enough. Speed 3 just for the moment, just while we see if we can get this stand built, because once we get a stand, we're going to pop straight back out to the procurement tab and see if we can't get that to rock and roll. That's actually quite nice. There we go, we've got a stand there. So I'm going to go back to speed 1 now. We do have a stand built, and so if I go to procurement tab, I should now be able to economy and procurement, and I should now be able to get the avgas for the GA aircraft. So 2 hours and 0 minutes, 0% complete. So we'll leave that one. And I do need to look at offices for these guys as well, because I've got a CIO and I'll have a CEO as well, so I'll need to put in offices and a little airside office area with toilets and everything for them. So that could be good. All right, let's see what we need. What else we need to do? So we need to be able to get onto the airport, onto airside here. So, so I was thinking, can we open it? Accepting GA and open stand. Yeah, that would work. That will work actually. He's there, these guys are here, so we just got to wait till this part's built. So let's go speed 3 and we'll see if we can get this section built along here, get the nodes in, and that will be lovely. Let me just go to airside and just keep renoding just while we're waiting. Thinking other plans for New London International. I like the idea of just building everything with a bit of space around, so we can then start to, think about how we want the airport to expand, and building with expansion in mind. So building terminals that can be duplicated and replicated, but also expanded, and multiple terminals as well. So service roads, doors going out, and service roads being able to come out of those, which I think would be really cool. Lots of plans actually, lots of plans. I like it. Pretty game. And this game as well, the producers of this game are just really making this in such a lovely way, like including the community, and yeah, I think it's really cool. The games, this is how to make a lovely game actually. Very happy with that one. Alright, now, oh yes, here we go. So we've got, what do we got here? Ooh, have we got a bit of a bug happening? Don't know. But what we might be able to do, I think what we might be able to do here is just work out where we want our, so we've got that one. So let's do public road. Let's just see if we can do this. So we'll go public road. Yep, so public road. So we'll go, let's go here and there, right? And then let's run a public road up here so we don't get into the puppy lights of the runway. And then we will put public road here. Yep, and let's put a checkpoint in now. So we want a vehicle checkpoint. Yep, and we want it to be public versus that. So we'll do it like this, I think. Yeah, so you've got a public road there and a service road here, and then we should be able to then go, where are we here? So we're going roads, service road, and I want that to be concrete service road. Actually, can you do grass service roads? So if we go service road, and you can go, geez, grass service roads could be good. Let's try that. Let's just see how it looks. Okay, we'll let them build that, see how that looks. In the meantime, let's get back to some nodes, and we are almost ready to complete this part of that. In fact, we are. If I do that, I believe we can open the airport now. So let's change this one to that way. Yep. And now if we just right click here, the only other point we should have to put it is here. So we'll go one way that way, and I think that will stop. Yep. So no one coming in this side, but they can head that way. That means people must go around here to get in through, and that's only if we node it up as well. Otherwise planes would push back and literally just be waiting. Okay, let's do that, and let's just go accepting GA, reopen that one as well, and I believe we might be able to open airport. Hang on. Accepting GA. So if I go here, operations, airport open, airport is open. I actually think we could get a plane landing. I'm surprised we didn't get a plane just landing there anyway. But I suppose they didn't have a way of getting onto the runway. But now we've done that, that might actually be, we might get a plane landing. So this could be a good little thing for our first airport, our first part. We can just see there, planes should either come in here or come in here. So I'm just waiting for a plane to come in. It's all grass at the moment. There's your service road there, which is interesting. That works. Yeah, that does work for an airside airport. Bit of bugging out as it goes out, but yeah. Let's just see there. That's pretty good. think we're going to get some planes start to land. Runway status is closed. Open the runway. There we go. That was the one. So we should literally get, there we go. As soon as we did that, we get a plane about to land. And we are on speed 1. This plane lands in from the east. Takes a fair bit of the runway. I was going to say once we have some of the curved bits here, we might be able to look at using those, using those other ones where it's allowing to come off at an angle. That's pretty good actually. That is good. Yep. So that is excellent. Just before we end the episode, what we might do is just put in a couple more of these general aviation air stands. So let's just do that. Aircraft stand. And we'll put a few of those in. So is that where it needs to be? Yeah. Just trying to work out exactly where it is there. No, it needs to be there. So it should be there. And there. And there. Okay, that's good. Yep. And we can just go to service roads and service road grass. And I should now be able to put service road in here. Here. And let me do that to there. And we'll do that nice and close. And let's see if we can do that to there. Oh, not that. To this one. These guys can be here. 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 Yep, and now they should be able to come straight across and go there and there. So grass service roads, and now your planes are using the correct way to get in and out, which is lovely. So they are pushing back here and then coming back and using that one, so that's nice. So we can probably fit another, if we won't put them in now. In fact, it probably would overrun this size airport, but interesting there, 4 planes, 3 stands, so that's quite full already. We'll be getting some money for them, but yeah, that's a nice little start. You can see the builders are going crazy here because they've had a lot of stuff delivered to the newly placed building sites. And in fact we've just lost that little bit of road there, so we'll just pop him back, so it's going to be public road. Yep. And might just see if I can drop off contractor offload site. So let's put him, say, here and here, and get rid of you and you. Yep. The control delete option is brilliant, by the way. I really like that. And then this can just be like a lovely display or something. Yeah, this is nice. So yeah, we got lots of things happening here. This is our small regional airport, which is going to become New London International, and it's all going to be about expansion. It's going to be about buying up big parts of the land, and I want the terminal to be in the shape of a H. So I want a central axis, and I want these sort of up here and down there, and then up here and down here to be like that. But maybe that whole thing is moved across as well, so it's just the very edge of the H that's on this grid, and the majority ends up being up here and here. That way we can put multiple runways and do all the airside services as well. So yeah, that should be good. I hope you've enjoyed that. The game is lagging like you wouldn't believe. I don't know why. This should not be lagging on this computer, but we'll have a look. But yeah, I don't know why it's doing the lagging, but I might just have a look at it, do a bit of troubleshooting and see why that's the case. We'll also have some, can we cross taxiways with service roads? I believe we can. Maybe we'll just have a quick look at that now, because that'd be lovely if we can get them crossing that. That'd be nice and realistic too, because I like that. Service road grass, and can we do this? Yeah, so if I do that, yep, and I do that, and I do that. Now we can move that if we want to put on another stand up there, but let's see. Well, I do hope you enjoy this episode of our Airport CEO and our little regional airport that's really coming along. Leave a comment, a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in episode 2 of our new series, New London International Airport and Airport CEO. Cheers.